Welcome, Virgo, to your beginning of the month of April reading. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, hit that big old like button and subscribe. Talking about those inner feelings coming out and feeling about a little insecure, maybe a little obsessive right now, guys. Feeling a little obsessive about something. It could be you or someone else. It does feel like it could be your energy right now, though, that your inner feelings are really taking a toll on you. This is talking also about being very confident, very courageous. Let's see, that determination coming out. Feeling very confident where it felt like you had lack of confidence there for a while. Or really trying to build that zest and that confidence up because of, okay, so let's see what's going on. Restless and unfocused and a little aggressive. Somebody might even be acting a little aggressive due to no direction and a little bit of a burnout. I'm also seeing that they're also in struggling and overwhelmed situation. They're trying to either be overcommitted within this situation, but also feeling like there's some antisocial behavior going on when it comes to that situation. Because no matter what, disregard for consequences. It does feel like your person, though, is really in this kind of like fight for the fear of unknown. I mean, they're like having this kind of like conflict in their head because they're not sure exactly how this is going to go. Not sure, is this going to end the situation? Is it going to be a blessing after the situation? Is this, everything just seems very untrustworthy. They're waiting for the sun and they want everything to be successful, but they feel like this is very unreliable and very untrustworthy. They feel like maybe the sun is more in their imagination than it is going to actually happen. Okay, so they're actually feeling like they're going to be in a bad luck. They don't really see this panning out the way they want it to pan out. They're actually feeling very over emotional about the situation because they really think you're going to cut ties with them. They really think they really screwed this one up, and the reason you're holding back and not speaking to them at this time is really because you are really trying to make choices and really coming to the better decision, right? This has got to have a better decision. And it just feels like you're going to stop giving them any kind of attention that, that they're looking for. So that you could be, in a very good thinking mode. You have to wisely think about what is going on within the situation. This is a really bad situation. So they are hoping that there is some kind of improvement when it comes to this, but you're seeing more of a resistance of them to change. You don't see them changing. You see them, if anything, holding back and just being very stubborn and very reckless about the situation. So this causes you to be a little more rigid about the situation. They figured that the situation can't really get any worse than it already is, so they really do feel like they could really get your attention and that their wish will come true in this situation. What? But, right? But they're not holding on too tight over here. They may have some kind of addiction problem over here, overspending, over alcoholism, something, overindulgence, something that, the excessiveness, maybe they spend too much money, who knows? But whatever it is, it's about them not having any kind of self-discipline, and which causes some kind of carelessness. And they really, I don't know. This brings you into this like despair area. It almost looks like you've given them shortcuts. You've given them extra money. You've given them extra time. You've given them extra love. You've given them all the things that they are supposed to be needing. And it almost feels like they I don't know. It feels like they kind of stepped on your toes about the situation and took advantage of that situation. That's really what it is. They became arrogant and careless about the situation. Instead of actually healing from the situation, they actually took advantage of this situation. Wow. Okay. Overall message for the cards, please. Reading. Partnerships and alliances. Yep, definitely know that. We definitely knew it was about partnerships and alliances for sure. About emotional loss and conflict and defeat. So it does look like you're going to stand in your authority, letting them understand that you're not going to take this anymore. This is not, this is not where you feel like this is it. And here's your Wheel of Fortune in reverse again, saying that this is no control, resistance to change, not breaking any kind of cycle whatsoever, with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So, having it does say you're having a lot of mental conflict about this situation. So, wanting to maybe even share your feelings with someone else who can help in the situation. It's just not, it feels like you don't know exactly where you're going, what you're going to do with this situation. But it does look like you will get clarity on the situation, from your higher self as soon as you have this talk with them. Once you actually open up with them about the connection, how things are going to work out. How are they looking over here about this situation? Because we already know. Spiritual union in reverse, not doing any shadow work because of the heartache and the loss. So it says they're not even doing shadow work. They're not going to do shadow work. They don't want to look deep within themselves because they don't want to see that they have some kind of issue. They don't want to see that they have, any kind of excessive issues. They don't think that they really have a huge problem. So they're not spiritually connected to themselves. This is kind of I don't know. For some of you, it's a very selfish person. Because it says they just want to rest and rejuvenate, but they have the rejoice and celebration, so they just go out and kind of do what they want to do. It's kind of crazy because it does say that, though, that they were kind of taking advantage of you, and that's why you got upset. Not talking about their feelings, not talking about what's really going on. So, yeah, I kind of feel like where you're pulling back now because you're saying no, because you're not going to connect to what they're connecting to because they're taking advantage of what I was trying to help them with. So it's almost like become kind of maybe even their secret, and you don't want to reveal that you know their secret for some of you. That's for some of you. And it could be that maybe there's more secrets. Maybe that's what it is. Like they know that I know, but they don't know all that I know. You see what I'm saying? Like they're hiding a lot of shit. Okay. Okay, my friends. And that was it for you. Until next time. Peace and love.